I just thought we just wore them down. We've said all along that the strength of our team is going to be our depth, and I think you understand why we're watching our team tonight. We don't have one guy that we just depend on. We've got the way this team is built. We can play different combinations. We can be big, we can be small, we can be fast. But how much we improve between now and Saturday, and then from Saturday to next Saturday. These early games are all about getting these new guys' feet wet. That was the first official game that 6 players played tonight. Ronnie's first game, Dot, Rob, Galen, Xavier, Kyle, Bert. Is that 7 or 6? So it's good to see them get out there and do some good things. We made enough mistakes to make tomorrow's practice important, but we did enough good things that we can feel good about it.
Questions, please?
Coach Sampson, what do you want to see defensively from your team?
Not foul. We got to adjust these new rules. A lot of those fouls last year weren't fouls. You saw a lot of those touch fouls. When the other team is shooting at the bonus, when they're in the bonus at the 9-minute mark, all of a sudden it's going to be a slow game. But that's not the referee's fault. They're just enforcing the rule that they were given. They said we want to see more offensive freedom, so they're going to call everything tighter. I think one of the things that gave Prairie View a lot of points tonight was we gave them 19 points at the free throw line. A lot of those were just mindless fouls that were inconsequential. Go set a screen, our guard jump up to dictate, boom, foul. We had so many unnecessary fouls, but I think it's going to take a lot of teams early in the year to adjust to that. Not just us. I've been watching games, and this team's conference got about 3 or 4 teams that's had big upsets. Alabama State won at Virginia Tech. Who am I missing, Joseph?
Alabama A&M.
Who's that?
Alabama A&M beat somebody. Jackson State beat somebody.
Yeah, Jackson State, Alabama A&M. Arkansas Pine Bluff was ahead of Oklahoma State at halftime the other night. So don't look at this team and say, well, they're not. Well, same teams in this league, and just teams picked ahead of us have been beating teams. So I think it shows you how well we played offensively tonight.
So you mentioned wearing them out, or finally wearing them down. You guys came out in the second half. Devonta starts off real hot. I believe him and Dot did most of their scoring there in the second half. How big is it to kind of get that?
One of the things we wanted to do come out of halftime is extend our pressure. I thought our press we got a lot of points off our press tonight. But we can press, because we have depth. I'm promised not to bring up last year's team anymore, but last year we couldn't press. We just didn't have any depth. We had to play slow and get back and play a very soft man, but now we can extend. But because of that, we got to play smarter. But we got some guys, I think probably in practice and in China, our best offensive player has been Rob Gray. He fouled out tonight in 16 minutes, so. But our shot selection is good. Shooting percentage was high. We had 21 assists. We worked very hard every day on free throw shooting. Our guys shot the free throws well. Actually, our best free throw shooter every day has been Ronnie. He's the one that missed. So we'll go figure that. But Bert made 2, so I guess we're on the good end of that.
That combination that you started, is that, game by game, I'm assuming you'll go with different
Depends how they
combinations.
practice. Some guys might come out tomorrow and think they're better than they actually are, don't want to practice hard. But somebody else will be in the lineup for them. That's the luxury I have. John Wooden had a great quote a long time ago. He said, that bench is a great motivator. And I'm not afraid to use it.
Johnson, how did you feel at the point guard position today?
I felt kind of comfortable. I thought, I was just taking what the defense gave me. Just making the right choice, not, taking a shot or, swinging it out to our shooters.
Coach, is there any way that you saw any improvement from Friday's game to today?
A lot of improvement. I thought a guy that was really good tonight was Ronnie. I thought Ronnie was really good tonight. I thought his decision making was excellent. And we scored 110 points against a Division I team. Which is pretty good. But you know, Friday night there was no rhyme or reason to anything I was doing. I mean, I started a team that I'll never start again, ever. And I substituted 5 guys for 5 guys, which I'll probably never do again, ever. So Friday was just an exhibition game, and I treated it that way. So tonight was more like the way you'll see us play. You saw our system tonight. We want to play fast. We want to score in transition. We want to get as much off our defense as we can. I think as we go along, I mean, it's November 18th. We're going to get a lot better. You know, we're going to be a lot better December 18th than we are November 18th. And we're going to be a lot better in January 18th than we were December 18th. So it's the first game. We've got 30 more. We'll get better as we go.
Devonta, it looked like you were having fun out there. What would you like to get this one going for the season and come out the way you did?
I mean, the feeling of the W was good. I mean, it felt great to win. And this year I'm just trying to go out and just play with a lot of emotions, lose myself on one end, like Coach been preaching from day one, and everything else will just take care of itself.
Coach Sampson, how did you feel about Galen Robinson's play tonight?
Good. You know, Galen's come from a high school system. He's coming from a high school system where he won 3 consecutive state championships, and he led them in every statistical category imaginable. Played every minute of every game. He was MVP for 3 straight years. Got all of a sudden, he's coming here playing behind a 4th-year junior who started 59 games in the Big Ten at Purdue. And so he's having to adjust to a lot of things. But you know, he's really been practicing well. Did a lot of good things tonight. Didn't make any shots, but he's a freshman. Freshmen think differently than juniors and seniors. You know, he'll show a lot of improvement on his, you know, nervousness. Family's sitting up there. He's coming off the bench. He's having to make a lot of adjustments right now. But I love him. I love that kid. He's a winner.
Did you feel that maybe he was pressing a little bit too much today?
At times, you probably could make that argument, but not enough for me to say that he did too many good things. He settled in. He made a couple ball-headed turnovers. But he's also playing with a group that he's never played with before. You know, we usually have, we don't mix and match in practice as much as we will starting now. But Galen's a big part of what we're building, and he's a huge part of our this season. You know, even though he's a freshman, he's going to be counted on heavily. When we go small, for instance, you know, you put your best ball handlers and passers and free throw shooters on the floor at the end of games. And you got Ronnie and Rob and Galen. You got 3 guards. That's a pretty good way to close out a game. If you want to go small and make a team adjust to us, you can play those 3 as well. Got a lot of ways we can go with this team.
Well, if you can, just expound on that. What Galen's play tonight is pretty much what you're looking to see with this team overall, as far as if one part of your game is not working, start work with something else in the Florida game to make the team better.
Yeah, I mean, obviously our philosophy or identity is what it is, but you know, as I said earlier, since I've been talking to you guys, we've got a little bit of Noah's Ark. We got a lot of depth. We got 2 point guards. You know, Rob and Dot. You guys see West Van Beck. I mean, that's not fluke what he's doing. The kid had 14 last year against East Carolina. I mean, he's a good player. You got Wes, Rob, Galen coming off the bench with X. I mean, you saw what X could do tonight. You know, Chicken started every game last year and to play 30 minutes. You know, he's our 5th post right now. So it just shows, I mean, we've improved. We're a lot better basketball team. But these guys have to prove it every day. If you don't have something to prove every day, you're never going to get better.
Rob, not to compare, but last year, you not being able to play, you had kind of a front row seat to see what you saw out there. Could you feel it now that you're running the point? Could you see the difference between what y'all could do and the mass substitution stuff that you could just give the different looks that you could show?
Yeah, I think so. We got a lot more guards this year, a lot more people on the ball, and just we got a lot of shooters also. Like Coach said, we just got a lot of depth, and everybody can come in and back up someone. We got a lot of depth.
Coach, I believe you had 76 of your points were from players who weren't keeping on the floor last year at any point, between Bird and Kyle and Ronnie and Dodd. I mean, is that just the influx of, the turnover that you had and
Yeah.
be able to go out and get some guys?
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously I've built a lot of programs, but you've got to stack some recruiting classes. We've had one recruiting class. Don't count the first one. We've had one recruiting class, and that's these kids. Now we signed two really good players in November. I mean, Big Val's in his first 5 games, he had 23 and 17 rebounds. He's a 6'10" kid that weighs 250. Armani Brooks, first game last night, he had 30. I mean, we're going to get a lot better next year too. So we're going to. I mean, when you build a program, you got to stack really good recruiting classes behind each other. But Ronnie, Dot, Rob, Kyle, Bert was in the class before because he didn't play last year because injury. Galen, Xavier. We knew how good that class was, but you guys had to wait to see them to judge for yourself. Obviously, we had pulled these guys' names out of the hat.
If you had it, we had time to warm